Hey YouTubers, this is Mar171. Today I'm bringing you a review of the Ruger P89. Buddy of mine wanted me to do this, so here it is. You can see that it's unloaded. We always check, we always verify, so there we have it. Now, a little bit about the Ruger P89. The Ruger P89 replaced the Ruger P85 Mark II. It was basically an updated version of that gun at the time. And it stayed of the production line. It was produced until 2007 when Ruger finally discontinued it and fully replaced it with the Ruger P95, which is basically a polymer version of the gun. So there you have that little bit of information. Of course, the P95 does have a couple of more updates, upgrades, shorter barrel, etc., etc. Now, this firearm was available with a blue slide and a stainless slide. You can see that this is the stainless slide. It came standard with 3-point sights. When it's adjustable, I imagine you can probably put a taller or shorter front sight, or you can put night sights on it. You can see that this is an ambidextrous safety and decocker, and you'll say, wow, that flew down fast. Well, let me show you how the decocker works on this gun. Oop, sorry. Zoom in here. Alright, now, get that to focus. See that the firing pin has nothing around it. And then the decocker's activated. Well, it unaligns the firing pin, pulls it in, and then puts 2 blocks up on the sides. You can see those 2 blocks there on both sides of the firing pin. Again, when the safety's off, the firing pin comes back and those blocks go away. That way, when you hit the decocker, it's got a block between the hammer and the firing pin. So flying down isn't going to make it go off, by theory. And obviously it works. I've tried it. It comes standard with a ambidextrous mag release. And of course you can get hook grips for it, increasing the ergonomics of the firearm, and a lanyard loop. Comes standard with 10 or 15 round magazines. This is a 15. And is standard with a alloy frame, aluminum alloy frame. This is, of course, the 89 is a 9mm. Now, I'm going to put the specs up on the screen at this time so that you can read them and save us some time, and we won't have to worry about this just being a ridiculously lengthy video like some of the people giving reviews on the internet. And we're going to move right on into how it all, what my impression of this firearm is. Now, I've shot many rounds through it and everything, but it is justifiable in its reputation for being reliable, durable, and cost-effective. That is basically the reputation of this firearm. And with that durability, though, comes bulkiness. So that's part of its reputation too. It is, as you can tell, pretty bulky. Now, as far as accuracy goes, they are accurate enough to hit cans. I wouldn't try to do any 3 to 5 shot groups with them and try to impress anybody. And the trigger pull is, in my opinion, not great at all. You can see the length of the single action engagement. That's a few pounds at least, and then you get into the trigger pull. That is a heavy single action trigger pull, a lengthy single action trigger pull. I mean, that's just a lot of movement. And let's see what the reset is. That's reset. So that's a pretty far reset. Now, double action is long, it's hard. Now, long is standard, but it doesn't have to be so hard. Basically, this gun has what you would call a very beginner trigger pull. But it being a duty carry gun, you expect it to be heavy. I just don't see why it has to be that heavy. It's ridiculously heavy. Now, as far as, like I said, accuracy goes, it's good to learn on. So basically what I'm getting at is this is a great gun for beginners. It's a great gun for beginners because the aluminum alloy and the stainless steel don't require the most stringent maintenance, so you can learn to maintain your gun at little cost of corrosion where you make a mistake. It being robust, or if you just want to say bulky and strong, means it's pretty durable. You're not going to drop it or bang it into things and usually break it. You'd have to really put it through something to break this gun. It's reliable, so you don't have to worry about it not functioning, so it is a usable firearm to a beginner. And the fact that it's cost effective goes a long way for beginners most of the time. Now, again, the accuracy kind of suffers and the trigger pull kind of suffers, but what are you going to expect for cost effectiveness a lot of the time? And again, it will group, it just won't group competition style well. A competition shooter will probably not enjoy this firearm very much. They don't usually pick it. I'm not saying not all of them dodge this firearm, but they don't usually pick the Ruger P89 for competition shoots. And that's fine, because again, it was designed for military, police, and recreational use, not competition. Not competitions. But anyway, I wanted to bring you a quick review of this guy, a little bit of knowledge about it, and I'll do a breakdown video on it for people. And thanks for watching. Samuro171 signing off. Please subscribe.